Hey guys, Impact Zone Gaming here, back with a new video. I feel like I'm 16 years old again when I say that. No, that's not true. Actually, this channel had a really lame name back in the days. Battlefield Play Zero. Yes. And then I'm acting like Impact Zone Gaming is better in any way. I don't know. Whatever. Name of the channel is not the point of this video. Point of this video is for me to go out, even though I'm a bit under the weather, which is why I don't sound 100% operative right now. So I'm sorry about that, but I don't care because I have to talk about this. Because Fatshark is about to announce the new class in the game, which is probably going to be some sort of Adeptus Mechanicus or whatever. Or Soik, it's not going to be. It's going to be Orcs, motherfucker. Sorry, I had a conversation with a friend of mine who's also playing this game, and I was like, yeah, so they're going to announce the new class pretty soon. Well, there's only one class that could be handling those sort of weapons or whatever. And I go like, really? What could it be? And I was like, Orcs, motherfucker, let's go, Warg. Oh, well, anyways, you see how I'm already going crazy. Point being, the class is coming out soon. So, expeditions, that is my problem with Darktide. We have another thing over there, another module, right at 12 o'clock, 60 meters over there, which is called Havoc, which I'm also very much in disagreement with. And then there's another module, which is situated over there, 12 o'clock, yeah, right over there, which is called Mortis Trials, which I'm also having difficulty liking. So yeah, I mean, we've had now 3 different game modes that Fatshark have released after releasing this game, and all 3 of them are kind of shit. I'm not going to lie, it is kind of shit. Behold, this is my opinion, and if you like playing Havoc or Mortis Trials or Expeditions, then good for you. And that sounds really ironic, but I mean, good for you, but I can't, I am fed up. Yes. So I am going to take a huge shite on their parade right now and talk about expeditions. And specifically, I'm going to talk about the scope of things in this game mode, which is, well, let's go to the penances, right? As you can see, I'm already a no-lifer. I've met 2 other no-lifers who are way more no-lifer than me, which means that they are already sporting the Salvage Master? Salvage Lord. Salvage Lord. And my god, I feel I've played Expeditions for centuries now, and not in a good way. It is really repetitive. It does not feel procedurally generated at all, even after they have switched up the terminal with new zones and so on. No, it does not feel like that, which is insane. I do have some theories as to why that is, and one of them is that it does not feel like something new because it is procedurally generated within the realm of stinking hot, dry, desert landscape thing. It's like, why can't we have different biomes? I understand that this is confined to a particular area outside of the hive city, which is deserty, right? Can't we expand this? Atoma Prime is huge. There are certainly other zones that look nothing like dry, boring, desert-y, sand dunes, duney stuff. Anyways, that's another rant. That's not what I was going to talk about. God damn it, stay on topic. Right, expeditions. The scope of things. Penances. And the fact that I believe, and every year I'm starting to become like 100% sure that they are not playing their own game. What I'm saying is that they're not playing their own game. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done all these things. So I'm going to attack Pro Trader, and I'm also going to attack Scab Plasma Gunner, because apparently after 2,200 hours, I have not yet killed 1,500 Plasma Gunners, and I have even been counting Plasma Gunners I've killed during a match, and this number is just not fucking changing. It's unbelievable. Anyways, back to Tech Hunter and Pro Trader. Accumulate 250,000 Tech Remnants. I am going to drop some calculations. We're going to take a look at how ridiculous this is. 250,000 Tech Remnants. An average round of expeditions in my experience, one can accumulate anything between 3,000 to 4,000 tech remnants. Sometimes you can get even more than 4,000. Rarely happens. So I am going to be very kind and set this to an average of 3,500. And if anyone has anything to say about that, then sorry about that. This is my calculation. So, going to divide 250,000 on 3,500 and we're left with 71. So that means, in other words, that a really rudimentary calculation this, but anyways, I'm trying to prove a point here without doing a whole fucking NASA thing on this. And that means you have to do about 71 rounds of expeditions to hit that number. An average round of expeditions, in my experience over the course of what it feels like a century of missions already, I will gather that a fair ballpark average median thing estimate of the duration of an expedition round is about 35 minutes. I've seen missions completed within 30 minutes. I've also seen missions exceed 40 minutes. Many times. 35, and I'm not, whoops, sorry, 71.4 times 35 minutes, which gives us 2,500 minutes, divided by 60 gives us 41. So that means you have to play expeditions for 41 hours to reach this goal. I know there are games where grinding for 41 hours to get something is, for some people, it is reasonable and the award can be reasonable, and 41 hours isn't that much. In this game, it isn't, right? 41 hours in expeditions, as of now, is just ridiculous. It is way too long. It is just way too much. They don't know how to balance their penances, and they never have, and they never will be, but I'm still going to rant about it here. So that's a ballpark estimate, but it would be, I think it is really fair to say that that is around the number that we would be looking for here. And then we have the pro trader, which is even more ridiculous. Now that is absolutely ridiculous. Salvage is a bit of a hard thing to calculate, I feel, but I'm going to take the average 3-zone expeditions mission. So you have two possibilities there to trade your salvage. It's a bit difficult to ballpark this, but sometimes I feel you could get anything in between 100 to 200 salvage around. Sometimes I've seen 280, close to 300 salvage around. Let's just put the average salvage per mission to, let's say, 225 times 2, 450. Let's just bump it up a bit, to be very kind, to 475. Let's say you're trading 475. Let's go 480. Let's go 480. This might be actually a bit lower than the actual estimate, but I'm just whatever. 100,000 divided by 480. That gives us 208. You know, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Let's make it 500, yeah? We're dividing 100,000 by 500, and that gives us 200. That means you have to do 200 rounds of expeditions in order to hit that. And let's just use the same average of 35 minutes. That is 7,000 minutes divided by 60, which is 116 hours. 116 hours. And even if I was to add more salvage into that calculation, it would still be around 100 hours. Actually, let's just for shits and giggles go 600. 100,000 divided by 600 gives us still 97 hours. No one in their right mind right now, except me, because I'm an idiot, would care to spend almost 100 hours in expeditions. And looking at this now, it's like, even Tech Hunter right now, this has felt like 40,000 years, and I'm not even there. And Pro Trader, I'm barely scratched the surface. It is unbelievable. So, point being, this is absolutely ridiculous. And when the new class is released, I'd say it is going to be Admech, it is Skitari or whatever, and however cool that class is and whatever perks or awesome abilities and whatever companions shit and servo skulls and whatever that comes with, it is not going to save expeditions. It is not going to make expeditions better because you have a new class. That's not how it works, because it is rooted in the core gameplay of the game mode itself. There are so many things I want to talk about forever here, but I'm not, because it's probably going to be really boring and I'll just sound like a salty, petty little biatch. Which I am sort of that person. I admit. I might actually be that. Because I care about this game. I still care about this game. I shouldn't. I have so many other things in life I should care about, and this is not one of them. For some weird reason, I am under this spell that I care about this game. Which is really, again, I made a video about this way long ago, which I called something like, Darktide, a toxic relationship. Well, things haven't changed. I am stupid. I am sorry, guys. I am stupid. But that's how it is. And that's how I'm going to end the video. So, I was trying to make a point. I made the point. This is my point. If you guys have other points, then feel free to make those points. But man, I'm going insane. So there you go. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the new rattling class. Okay, take care. Bye bye. I'm off.